Alright, let's continue, shall we? I believe I finished my Mastercrafted gear off stream last night. Double check when we pull up here. I think we're ready to continue plowing through the DLC storylines. We got the potion we needed to finish the heist quest. If I recall correctly. Yeah, Mastercrafted armor, Mastercrafted sword, Mastercrafted sword. And we can't get to Grandmaster gear until... We can't get to Grandmaster gear. Look at our Mastercrafted armor, by the way. It looks sick. Comes with sweet cosmetics and sweet stat buffs. And the Grandmaster armor comes with the the second DLC.
Right, give me the toy. With tails, we clean the shit out of the stable. Heads, we go grab some tea.
Got eyes like a cat.
You look familiar.
Got armor like a cat, too. So, for those that are joining us and didn't see this quest last time, we are putting together a team to rob a vault out of a mansion that we got roped into because we made a deal with a devil-like character. If not the actual devil, then devil adjacent. Geralt has no cat ears. I have ass ears. Are those close enough? Is that appropriate? We were given the donkey ears in a game of Gwent that we conceded.
What do you have to say?
Lance Corporal Václav. How'd that prick wind up with us?
Volunteered. Word is he had to bribe the medics to let him enlist.
He mad or what?
That's just it. Certifiably insane. Didn't pass the tests apparently.
But to pay hard coin to enter the army? Thought at my age nothing could surprise me.
Nothing about the cook.
We have to find out who cooks their food because we want to give some of the guards food poisoning. So there'll be less patrols when we pull our heist.
What do you have to say?
BORSODI, you got a daughter?
Why do you ask?
Well, think on it. To marry into a dynasty like that, it'd be like living in clover.
Trust me, you do better not to take any interest in the BORSODIs.
Why the hell not?
It can only bring trouble, mate. Only trouble.
Nothing interesting. What do you have to say?
Fish chowder for supper the day.
That true? Who told you?
No one. Came through the western gate the morning. Saw Martin on the pier.
Cook like that's the right treasure he is. No griping about poor supplies. Just the gumption to enrich our gruel.
Nah, aye. If only he'd go a bit lighter on the garlic.
Pier near the western gate. Should be easy enough to find.
Long live eccentrics. I feel like puking after that sort of thing. What are you looking at?
Hey, Sir Sparkles. Thank you for the 19 months. Really appreciate that. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Thanks for keeping me around. I visit the cook during the day. Sounds good, Sparks. I'm going to be around for a couple more hours live, and I'll be up on YouTube as always afterwards.
Must be the cook. Good day. Fish biting?
Aye, they're biting.
What about you?
What's that?
Got this mixture. Pay you to pour it in the soup for the boys at the garrison, on my signal. Nothing dangerous about it. Most they'll think is that the fish wasn't exactly fresh.
It'll cost you, mate. Something dear.
Asking a lot. Too much. How about you do this free of charge, huh? Out of the kindness of your heart.
Aye, I'll help. Out of kindness.
Wait for the signal.
God bless Axie,
Mum's
chat.
the word. Understood?
Skill points worth their weight in gold, quite literally.
Why you are so strange?
To get up top for the signpost. Awkward. Well,
Your kind spreads disease, defeatism, and desertion.
alright, chat, ready to rob a vault? Any releases in 2021 I should watch out for? If you haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn yet, Knacker, I would highly recommend playing Horizon Zero Dawn. The sequel to that is coming out in 2021. It's the game I'm waiting most for.
And mighty miss be midst the unattached. I am, the only for a wee spell now.
Is that so? Impossible. Only a fool would loosen their hold on a mate like you.
Ah, at last, we're all here. Time to begin. This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave. Won't be able to after. The Borsodi's auction house, its vault. That's our target. EVELINE, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes, is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then, downstairs to the vault. Casimir blows the vault door. We go in, take the loot, disappear out the back through a secret passage. I've said my piece. Any questions?
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You're on your own. We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a rope. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
Aye, but you could.
Find that location, I wouldn't need any of you. Believe you me, I've tried. Time and again. Anything else?
All right, let's get to work. Want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about masks? Got a rather recognizable mug myself.
I'll tend to that. Ah, one last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you. With my own hands.
If you're so damn scared somebody'll talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections? Anyone need more time? On our way, then. Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Three, two, one. It's clear. On your way.
Man, straight up the side of the wall, Zelda style, huh?
Ploughing city foul. Shite all over again.
What? Also. Patrol's turning round. We've 1 minute. Move!
Damn. Should have blown this out a bit. Prick and all.
God bless the birdie, chat.
Bugger all, you said there'd be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Gotta agree. Backing out's not an option anymore. Need to see this through, whatever happens.
Hallowed words. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
No.
What now?
No one dies. Said so from the start.
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
here for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault.
The mask is great.
Yes, but we shall raise the starting What's this? Guards! Guards!
Well, that's that. We're buggered.
You said...
I damn well know what I said. At them before they sound the alarm.
Oh, one pop's got teeth!
Jacob, I'm in the middle of something, bud. But if you need help, Mommy's upstairs and she's not working today.
Stop him! He's not to flee!
Get him, hero. Well,
lock themselves in.
Bollocks!
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Perhaps not. But we do have hostages.
Mercy, Master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2!
Come one step closer and folk will die!
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you! Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
Nothing simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
So we want a wagon, and horses.
It's the middle of the night. Where am I to find a wagon?
Rather go looking for caskets?
He means it! Good point. A wagon, then? What kind?
Radovid's coronation carriage, nothing less. Drawn by 2 snow-white mares.
Do you think this situation a jest?
Do you?
No! You're both right! This is no jest! I want us to reach an agreement. I don't want anyone to get hurt. But you must not ask the impossible!
Second time you're turning me down. Shit negotiation tactic.
It seems negotiation's not my strong suit. Nor is it yours! Attack!
Oops, tip the scales.
Not good.
stuck in the corner. I think I'm stuck behind a corpse. Alright, there we go.
Never learn.
How is this wooden sword doesn't break against the real sword? Listen, don't suspend your disbelief, okay? I'm also not quite sure why our health didn't go down through all of this. I've got the food perk on, but it felt like we didn't take any damage at all, really.
Damn it. Damn it, explosion triggered that fight. Could have done without both.
That explosion gets us in the vault.
Where's Eveline?
She's fled. All the better. Fewer hands reaching out for loot. Come on before reinforcements arrive.
The whole town uses wooden swords as a secret tactic.
A mighty fine whoop that was. A wee bit loud, aye, on account I had to add more fulminating silver than usual, but...
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
A lot of goodies, chat. In for an inch, in for a penny, in for a pound. Is that the saying?
They're in the vault. Lock themselves in.
You don't know who you're fucking with.
On the contrary, I know all too well.
You'll?
Greetings, brother. Been years.
Oh, well, now I feel a lot less
Stone
bad.
me stupid and slap me happy.
Right. Should have known. Same eyes, same double chin, same rotten heart. Just one question. This family reunion? What's the point?
Revenge. For betrayal. For years of poverty. Humiliation. Father left the auction house to me in his will. Horst cheated me. Had me disinherited.
Anything. Everything we earned, you squandered on cards and whores. Father didn't see that. I did.
That's no excuse, Host. And it won't save your life.
You two, stand with me. I'll not let the Redanians lay a hand on you. Give you whatever you want.
Generous offer, Horst. Believe I'll take it.
What? How dare you?
Hate to be taken for a ride. Said that from the start. Should have treated it seriously.
Smashes!
How you like that silver?
Look, even your accomplices have turned against you. But not I. A brother once, a brother always. I'm prepared to forgive you.
Is that so?
On one condition. That you acknowledge me as head of the family. And bow before me. I might have fallen prey had I not known. But I do, you all. The bad shilling that always turned up.
Well then.
Bathe and dress him for the funeral. Something presentable. I'll not have him bring me more shame.
Well, at least he doesn't appear like he's going to double-cross us. Maybe he still could?
At last. How I despise unfinished business.
What do you say we talk about my reward?
As I said, take whatever you please.
And as I said...
Of course. The Witcher.
I want Max Borsodi's house. Whatever it is.
You fail to understand. Scrolls, documents, the will in there. None of this can land in Olgierd's hands. Not for any price.
Any? You sure?
Yes, Witcher. I'd sooner die than let you have those papers.
Admire your courage, I do. But we need to figure something out.
How? I was clear. I'll not hand you the house.
No, said you won't hand me its contents. I don't need those papers. Casket'll do me just fine.
I see. The wolf leaves sated, yet the sheep lives on.
This wolf's pretty damn tired. So let me have the damn casket and lead us out of here.
With immense pleasure. Believe me.
That's a very devil's wish solution. You asked for the house, you didn't ask for the things in it. Take the stuff out of it, give you the house.
This way. Get out, Witcher. And don't come back.
Yeah, gotta be more specific when you're making deals with devils. It says the devil in the details, as they say. And where does this come out at? Our regular armor back on. Ha! It's actually pretty reasonable armor. Would be decent to sell later. Well, we do get to keep the mask. We are a Witcher of Mystery. We're collecting cosmetics, chat. I wonder if there's a permutation of people that you can get to come with you for the heist that result in it going smoothly without setting off alarms. I'd assume there are. You had the choice of 4 different people to pick for the 2 roles, 2 for each. And I'd bet there's a mixture that works out. There are, yeah.
Scram before I lose my patience. How much for a herring?
A crown apiece.
Huh?
Need to chat.
I'm all ears, Witcher.
We had the woman that came with us. The guy who blows up the floor, and the other guy wouldn't, but she would fall through a booby trap. Interesting.
Got something for you.
I love gifts, but I prefer to unwrap them in private. Oi, lads, mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. That's better. All right. What do you have for me?
Max Borsodi's house, as requested.
The papers. Where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odin himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your type?
Dunno. Ask for legal advice? Looks to me like you might need some. You signed the contract, Olgierd. I'm just fulfilling its terms, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have. I assume you came to an agreement with Horst. Shame. A right horse in that one.
His brother Ewald was worse.
Was?
Horst killed him with his own hands.
It's progress.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse. They evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
All in all, not really. Just asking out of courtesy.
Commendable manners. Well, why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
Yeah, one more request, bud.
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I must say to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Is there a name for whatever hairstyle all these people have, where they just like have long hair, but the rest of their head is bald and it's like slumped over?
Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return
Shaggy.
to your lord and tell
Okay.
him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride off and announce me. And don't spare your horse.
Undercut.
I got it.
That makes sense
Give this man a
contextually.
mount and leave him go. Come, Witcher. We must talk outside. The Aetheri believe one should only discuss important matters out of doors, with the gods as witnesses.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the third.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
Third task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
Yeah, I've loved.
Geralt of Rivia, welcome to the channel.
Perhaps instead we ought to sit down inside. Have a good chat over some fiery water.
I don't think I really want to drink with this guy.
Not about to drink with you. Third wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that blue. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
Least you could tell me where your wife is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
Go to Von Everett Manor. Well, I mean, you could technically pause it. It's just not going to wait for you. Oh, and we have a thing there. Perfect.
Rock.
I'm gonna pull the mask off. I miss Geralt's face. Well, it could be a jewel, but like, he also told us to show his dead brother a good time, so I feel like there's a strong chance it's an actual flower that's wilted and gone at this point. she could also be dead at this point.
Anyone there?
Mighty rusty and covered in creepers. Need another way in.
Kendrick! Kendrick? Kendrick? You there?
Not so loud.
Ah! God, scared me after.
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't.
I have a sneaky suspicion he doesn't want his wishes fulfilled. You're not wrong.
Foglets? Oh, sweet mother, my little, why'd I ever come here?
Good question. What are you doing here?
See, Kendrick and me, we thought man has been empty all these years, full of fine things going to rot.
Mm-hmm. So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taking from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Called out to him, but... What was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
Phew. That's a stone off my...
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You...
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Smart.
Pretty sprawling, this estate. How am I gonna find that rose in this fog? Fresh manure. Water's ice cold. Mountain stream cold. Rather worn. Used often. Wonder by who. A busted lamp. The ground's trampled. Somebody dragged something this way. A body? Someone dragged a wounded man through here.
It's a kitty cat, chat.
I'd scooch along, kitty. This place. What's that? That. Digging. Graves, unmarked, laid out in rows like garden beds.
Hey, Navier. Thank you for the 34 months. Welcome back.
Hey. Hear me?
Good idea to reach for the silver sword, chat. Feels like a silver sword type
Another
situation.
thief. Body's mutilated. Who are you? Damn.
you like that silver?
Okay. I can't tell if he's summoning minions or if they're attacking him. Oh, he healed. Oh, he's absorbed. They're healing him. Got it. He does heal when he hits me. That's a good catch. Damn it. Man, he's almost all the way back up again. Almost got him. You got to sort the thing out a little bit too quick.
What the fuck was that?
Now,
eyes or nostrils, deformed organs. Damn thing had no right to be alive.
Appropriate response, Carol.
Well, philosophers do still debate what it means to be alive, exactly.
Normally I'd be shocked, but not after what I just saw. Who are you two?
Clearly not animals. Think of us as friends of the house.
What about this thing? What can you tell me? Friend of yours?
We called him the Caretaker.
Doesn't look like any creature I've ever seen. Where'd it come from?
From very far away. He was summoned to guard Lady Iris and the home. He tended the garden, took care of unwanted guests.
Very far away. Meaning where exactly?
The name of this place would mean naught to you.
Is this Sabrina the Teenage Witch now? Asking the real questions.
What's the show? The pretense that you're animals. You couldn't have warned me?
No. We're obliged to maintain discretion.
So why talk to me at all?
Why? Well, we get so few chances to talk to humans, and we're curious to know what brought you.
Gonna need a better answer than that.
Later.
You know the master of the house, the owner?
Olgierd von Everec? Yes. We know him, but he left, and his wife became mistress of the house.
Great. So, Lady von Everec home? Could you announce me, say she has a guest?
Why do you wish to see her?
I'm here to get the violet rose Olgierd gave Iris just before he left.
Iris is inside, in the bedchamber upstairs. Take his key. It opens the rear door.
Guess I'll make my own introductions. So, how should I address you?
As you did now. We'd rather keep our names to ourselves. Leave before it's too late.
There wasn't a corpse to loot for the caretaker, no. He just had a shovel and some very angry energy. You can loot his shovel? Really? Is it good? It didn't give me a corpse there.
Gotta be careful. What the hell was that?
She's certainly not happy that we're here.
Olgierd as I've never known him. A different man then.
His shovel is a sword that heals you. Interesting.
Tidy. And everything's clean. Ready for a meal to be served. Caretaker must still set the table.
Hopefully we can still grab the sword on the way back out. Or the shovel on the way back out. If not, meh. I mean, I assumed there was something wrong with this estate, since he's not living here still, so haunted to all get out makes sense.
Fire damage. Interesting.
Get through this way, maybe? Doesn't look like it. Try it on there for good measure. I think I missed anything over here. Technically step out over here. Okay, now let's just walk around. Self-opening door is not creepy at all. Healing is cheating, boss. I'm the only one that's allowed to heal. No food perk for you. Painting perk? Am I missing the ability to loot something here or no? Doesn't look like it.
chamber. Iris was supposed to be here. Gotta be her. Damn it.
You wish to see her? Here she is.
A man
I'm guessing she was the Wraith?
Carefully. It forestalls disappointment.
This some sick joke.
Rampaging, thanks for the follow, by the way, if you're still here.
You didn't
You
ask.
are.
And why hasn't anyone buried her?
We can't. As for the caretaker, the one you cut down, while still alive, she ordered him to stay away from her for all time.
How did she die? Don't see any wounds, evidence of a fight.
Her heart burst.
Meaning what? A heart attack?
No, it simply burst.
Find that hard to believe.
Yet that's precisely what happened. One day Iris locked the front door, lay down here and died. From grief, from loneliness.
Rough.
Her ghost's restless, angry, attacks intruders. Know why?
Lady von Everett has endured much hardship. She's unaccustomed to guests and not fond of strange folk.
She can't hear us.
The deeper I get into this, the more I gotta wonder. Why are you even helping me?
We were summoned to serve Iris von Everett. Our mistress died, but that did not free us from her service.
Got it. You want to leave this place, leave these bodies?
Surprised?
No, not at all. Seems I gotta speak to Iris's ghost.
It's no easy task to contact the mistress. Rage and bitterness fill her.
Got my ways. To make contact with Iris, I gotta bury her body. But that caretaker's macabre little cemetery won't do. Too much blood, too much fear.
She spent much time in the front garden.
Maybe there.
Wait. Take this key. It opens the front door.
Good dog.
Who's a good boy? Yes, you are.
She liked to sit here, but this is not a good place for a grave.
Too close to the house.
I'll
You're
keep
not
searching.
wrong, Kit.
Iris von Everett adored flowers.
But she would never want to destroy them.
This place seems suitable.
Yes, she loved to paint.
Did Iris von Everett have any last requests? Say how she wanted her remains disposed of?
She feared death, worried none would see to her burial or say a kind word in parting.
Guess I'll be the one to do that. I didn't know Iris von Everett, but the paintings here show amply that she and Olgierd were a loving couple. Iris must have been happy, once. At times, fate muddles our path, and life turns toilsome, hard to bear. Yet all deserve respite and peace in death.
I'm glad our beard's coming back in nicely.
Your name's inscribed in this sketchbook. Perhaps you'd like it to be buried with you. You two, got any last words for your mistress?
We don't partake in human rituals.
Trusting that what you've done is in keeping with your customs.
The remains are interred. Let's summon her. Tormented spirit, I've laid your bones to rest. Forget your wrath, forget your grief. Show yourself. Forgive me for tearing you from your realm. I need to ask you.
She doesn't seem very talkative, chat.
Should I follow you? All right.
It's like a weird flashback type situation.
What is this place?
The Painted World. The work of Iris von Everec.
How'd you two get in here?
We exist in both worlds at once.
Strange place.
One born of Iris von Everec's dreams.
It existed only in her mind while she lived. In death, it gained substance.
Pretty fantastic tale. Hard as hell to believe.
You're not wrong, Geralt.
Yet you'd best believe it, and be on your guard. The Painted World is rife with danger.
All right, this is lovely and all, but where's Iris?
You awoke her but for a moment. If you wish to speak to her, you must tear her from her slumber completely.
Sure, but how?
You're a tracker, right? Saw you examining the tracks outside.
Yeah, so?
This is a world built of memories blurred and wilting. Moments our mistress wishes to forget, but cannot.
You need to find them, restore them, summon the fears that torment Iris, and destroy them.
Easy to say.
What a weird concept and quest. I love how the art and the animation has changed based on being in a painted world.
Spectres of Olgid and his wife. But why aren't they moving?
This is a memory.
But it's incomplete, blurred. You must peer closely and restore it.
Painting palette. Pieces of tableware for an afternoon tea or breakfast. Probably not right. Probably not right. Iris was painting the manor. The spirit from the steppe. Read often, well worn. Perfect match.
Okay, so we put the book back.
Perfect match.
We should get a dog. Or a dog and a cat. Even better. When the rain comes, the dog will warm my feet and the cat will play with a ball of yarn by the fire. What do you think? Are you even listening?
Apologies, dear. Had my mind on my book.
Is it that terribly absorbing?
Hmm? Yes, terribly. Know what? Let's go inside.
Why? It's lovely out here. The birds singing, the bees buzzing. Blissful, really.
Sorry, dear. I feel unwell. I'll go in. You stay a while longer.
Weird. Afternoon, the carp. Our sword is damaged. That makes sense. We've been killing a lot of things. The caretaker was not a short fight. This is for the SI create list I submit on the Google forum. Hey, sounds great. I'll let that added to the queue after I'm done today.
Another memory. Decorations for a special occasion. Wine cup, just like the one Olgierd's holding. A wedding veil. Probably not right. Probably not right.
Third time's the charm, shit.
Perfect match.
Your health, my dear wife.
And yours, my husband.
In my land, custom calls that newlyweds be greeted with bread and salt. But we're alone for now.
I need none but you. Oh, if only this moment could last forever.
Well, in a way.
I shall see what I can do. But come in and see our home.
Gladly, but I know this sounds silly, yet the house has sat empty for so long and I'm...
Afraid of spiders? I know. I swept them all up and tossed them in the garden.
My knight, you've seen to everything.
Medallion's humming.
We are inside a painting that is the wife's memories that are haunting her.
A nightmare.
A fear crystallized, one you must now face.
And it's full of nightmare creatures. So the scenery looks kind of strange. It's a painted world. That's why it has a kind of blurry brushed tone to it.
Another dream of the past. Bet this one's incomplete too.
There's things that are wrong.
Castel Rebello. A Toussaint wine. Expensive.
So there's 5 of them. The candles are lit for one.
These were lit in the painting, but that's not all. Geird's wife liked flowers. Judging by the ornamentation, this might be hers. A lavish feast, trying to impress the guests. Fire was burning in the painting. Still something missing, though.
Let's fight the bear. The third set of candles weren't lit. Are the chairs right? Yeah, the chairs look great. Lit too many candles, Chip. Anunsi, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Good afternoon.
Is everything all right? You seem pale, out of sorts. Everything's fine, really. But why don't you tell me how you fare? I'm ever so happy to see you. Except, why didn't Grandmama and Grandpapa come?
It's a long, rugged journey. Muddy.
They still refuse to meet me. Is that it? And what's this?
We've brought some of Iris's things. Her favorite brush, her cherished doll, and this for you.
Banknotes.
We paid off your debts, bought them out, to avoid bringing shame to the family.
So nice of Mama and Papa to remember me.
Olgierd. Now you see his true nature? I warned you before the wedding. A ruffian and a boor who keeps the company of bandits. Are you not afraid to live under one roof with that rabble?
Show me what you got.
Not a lot, apparently.
So that's you again. Don't like this place.
It's above. Got it. And this is what the house looked like before it was destroyed. It's very pretty. I assume we're going to find out what happened to it. Howdy, Anunsi. Good afternoon.
The bedchamber. Towel stained with blood.
Poland. Hope you're doing all right over there.
A nightshirt. Never worn, I think. Twig luck's almost gone. Bloodstains. Someone washed their hands, then wiped them dry on that towel.
What time is it?
It's late. Sleep.
Up all night in your study again, I see. What have you got on your hands?
Nothing. Got a bit dirty, that's it.
Is that blood? Have you hurt yourself?
It's probably not his blood.
Instead, I was writing letters. I shall go to Oxenfurt soon. Perhaps you'd come with me.
Oh, that's a marvelous idea. A trip would do us both so much good.
Then it's decided. Now, time for bed. I'm exhausted.
I shan't fall asleep now. It's out of the question. Come, I shall finish your portrait.
Another blurred memory.
So, is he missing stuff on the table next to him?
But the details are off. Living tableau's missing something.
Yeah.
Goblet, like the one in the painting. Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Oh, gosh.
Here. Maybe on this side. Still not right.
And a couple other things in there with it, right? There's grapes and something else on there.
Fresh, as if someone just rinsed it. Living tableau's gotta look just like the painting.
Grapes on the left, apple on the right.
Fits, I think. This goes here. Finally, just like the picture.
That chat, we're an artiste.
Smile a bit
Or
wider.
an artist assistant, I guess.
Like this.
You were meant to smile, not bare your teeth.
Poor guy.
No, still wrong. Smile like you did when Papa agreed we could marry. Please? You're useless. I can tell something's bothering you.
I've a bit of work I should see to.
Again. Olgierd, we agreed not to keep any secrets from one another. We promised.
Forgive me. I don't wish to discuss this.
Olgierd.
Dude's a liar, chat. Lies by omission are still lies.
Olgierd.
Not fighting, just blinking. Got it. This is where he fought the Wraith earlier in this hallway.
Not good.
God bless shields and food perks, chat.
Master von Everett's study. Here he immersed himself in the arcane arts.
Pentagrams here to bind summoned beings. Lines aren't all clear, though. Need chalk to fix them, then I can set out the candles.
Well, that explains how he got in with the devil.
Candles. Blood pacts, or on foreign presences.
Well, you can't say he wasn't asking for whatever he got into.
Demons. Manor was depressingly gloomy in the winter.
Here's some chalk.
The Gates of Mystery. Between Worlds. The Library of an Occultist.
Genies, chat. I dream of Genie, you could say. Where's the chalk? There it is.
Chalk. Blood. For some kind of magic, I bet. Black magic. That should do it. Now for the candles. How about this?
Come back! We must talk!
Go away. I wish to be alone.
Not this time. Come out at once!
Leave me be. I merely want to work in peace.
Don't close the door on your wife, Chet. It's very rude. He seems like he has a lot in this world. I wonder what he's trying to negotiate with this devil for, or what he's trying to summon it for.
What other spell must I use, damn it? I've tried them all. I wish to end our pact. I summon thee!
Oh, he's trying to undo something he already did. Interesting.
Damn it! Fire! In here, quickly! The flames! Douse the flames!
I did not expect that.
Getting out through the painting. Is it another set of memories in the winter?
Damn it. Smack in the middle of a raging blizzard. Gotta find shelter. Get inside.
Now we're too deep now. We are painting within the painting. Our swords beat up again. I assume there's gonna be more idiots in here. Let's give it the old save too. It's been a hot second. A cold second? It's been a cold second.
This is when he started smoking. A beer tankard, but there was vodka in it, drained to the last drop. So that's how he whiled away the long winter evenings. Probably not right.
So he needs something else for whatever he's doing, huh?
A marriage contract between Iris and Olgierd. Her father must have been holding the contract.
Furthermore, it is agreed that Iris shall be accorded the respect she is owed, that you shall heed her counsel and requests, and...
Get to the point, Father. My patience runs thin.
Gladly. On Iris's request, I declare this marriage null and void.
You vowed to remain with me till death do us part.
And I've held to my vow. The Olgierd I married is no more.
Breaking a word once given does not come that easy. Believe me. You shall stay here, forever.
Enough! You will not command us. You will...
This is the PS5, CK Lau.
Father! Father!
Wow.
No!
Servants,
I kind of understanding why she's a
take this
wraith.
carcass and feed it to the beasts.
Yeah, the older I get, the more I found I prefer playing games on a gamepad rather than keyboard and mouse. If I play action games on the keyboard and mouse, they're not particularly ergonomic, so my hands start to hurt after a while.
He still loved his wife.
No, he merely remembered that he should love her.
Let's go upstairs.
And while some games work on the PC with controllers, I've got my Nintendo Pro controller in general. Not all of them do. And getting non-Steam games to work with the controller is really difficult in a lot of instances. It's nice to just have things work because they're made for the PlayStation.
I remember. We spent much time together here, the three of us.
In silence.
We'll take our places, the same as then.
You do the rest.
Yeah, this game's been great. We're through a good chunk of it. Plan to do the DLCs and then mastercraft my cat armor, I think. Pointing, I didn't say it was easier on a gamepad controller, so I said it's more ergonomic for my hands. But honestly, third-person combat like this, I tend to prefer the controller at this point. First-person shooters, like when we played through Deus Ex, I played that with the keyboard and mouse because the precision in a shooter is much easier with keyboard and mouse, but third-person combat like this, I prefer on a...
Small bowl for soup, maybe.
I prefer on this for sure.
Claw scratches. Single place setting. No others on the table. There we go.
Bowl for each of the animals, I assume.
Think this was yours. Animal hair.
I assume he's carrying the food platter.
Perfect match. You actually ate from these bowls?
Of course not. I already told you, we're not animals.
But the caretaker would set them out all the same, as ordered.
Another monstrosity. I begged you to stop this. Those two are too many as it is.
The dog and cat keep you company. This one will protect you, care for the house, no matter what happens.
Before, I wished to know what was going on.
I've not heard of Secrio.
I thought perhaps I could help. Now, I care not the slightest what you think or how you feel.
I feel nothing.
Just as I no longer know if I still hate you. Go, Olgierd. I want you out of my sight.
Olgierd von Everec failed to understand we'd never be able to replace him.
The Martin, thanks for the
His spectre
follow.
now casts a shadow over Lady Iris's every remembrance. We're almost at our journey's end.
What's there?
Iris von Everec's greatest fear.
You die 1,000 times. Oh, is that a Souls-like game? I think I've heard that that title thrown around before when Dark Souls comes up. Okay, yeah. That's why I've never looked into it.
My dearest wife, letters from Olgierd to Iris. Were I only as skilled with words as I am with my blade, especially now, when an icy void grips my heart. I see how you look at me, and I see you wither. I cannot help you, but I believe I can cease harming you. This letter and this rose are my farewell. May you live in health, and remember but the good times, Olgierd.
Should have put the shields up before we picked up the letter, I guess. These things are pleasant. They're pulling the swords out of their bodies. That's pleasant. Oh, it's got some Syria-like moves on it, huh? Ouch. Alright, so dodging seems ideal.
Live happily ever after.
Obviously should have repaired our sword a little bit more. Whew. We were with Yen during the main storyline playthrough. Using bombs that you hit the idle characters, they started fighting you as well. Wild.
You're not him.
Wait, I want to talk.
Not here. Not in this place. I'm sorry. I mistook you for another.
For Olgierd?
I thought he'd returned. To me.
What are you? A ghost? An illusion?
I am sadness.
Big mood.
Saw you before, but you weren't yourself. And I saw you again in your memories.
We've met. I don't recall. I had bad dreams. That is all I know.
I've come for the violet rose Olgierd gave you.
On the day we saw one another for the last time, I dried it and placed it in our chamber, at my bedside. I lay there for days, staring at it, until at last it crumbled into dust, as did I soon after.
So, the rose is gone?
Not from this world. Look, you buried my body and the flowers bloomed once more. And I was held in a deep, dark sleep. Only now have I awoken, just like my beautiful rose. When you placed the sketchbook on my grave, I remembered learning to draw my husband's face. Tell me, how is Olgierd? Healthy? Does he fare well?
Your husband hunts out ever stronger sensations. He tempts fate, because at heart he's unhappy.
At heart he is stone, so nothing has changed. And did Olgierd mention me? What did he say?
Not much, but I didn't ask about you. He just sent me to retrieve the rose.
The rose? The last I have left of him? His last gift?
Yep. Dude's a dick. But you knew that.
Got a feeling the rose is important to you, more than a memento.
I remember so little. Yet when I think of my rose, I begin to recall what was. The world around me turns real, and my eyes open wide and I recognize things. Remember who I am and who I was.
Friend once told me about a case like this. Could be strong emotions that bind you to the rose, feelings we witchers call pins. They're what keeps you in this world.
Like an insect pinned in a collection case. Horrible.
Need to be honest, if I take the rose, you might cease to exist, as might the world you built around you.
And what will happen then? Shall I be free of the suffering, the sadness? Is it the void that awaits?
I don't know.
I don't wish to suffer any longer, but I fear there will be cold and darkness until There is nothing at all.
I can't take the rose.
Is it not what you came for?
Can't force Iris into oblivion. She thinks and feels still, and she's no danger to anyone but intruders.
Look at her. Look at her world. She's doomed to relive the painful past eternally. Take the rose. Show her mercy.
What should I do? What do you want me to do?
I do not know what I want.
Sounds like asking Christy what she wants for dinner.
Very afraid.
Feel like we're doing her a mercy by taking it.
I need the rose. Will you give it to me?
It's so fragile. Look, the petal edges have turned crimson, as they were on the day I received it. The one thing missing is the single drop of dew which slid down the leaf when I took the rose in hand. Or was it blood? Because I pricked my finger. I can't remember. You know, I never did read the letter from Olgierd. I didn't have to. And I needn't have kept the flower he left me. I've come to a decision. I shall give you the rose.
Our service thus ends. Thank you, stranger, for freeing us.
Before we go, some advice. Beware of the one called the Man of Glass. Stand in his way, and you'll meet a fate worse than death. Seek salvation in glass that can't be broken.
That's
glass
ominous.
That can't be broken.
So long.
Ah, creatures who speak in riddles.
I'll remember you, Iris von Everec.
That no longer matters. Farewell.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Do 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 do. You gotta lose yourself in the painting, chat. You gotta get the rose so you can start to let it go. Alright, I'm gonna run into the back and see if we can still grab the shovel from the caretaker. Or if that's just gone now. Can I not get through this way? I can't get through this way. These still locked, or do I have the key from the other place? They are unlocked now. Sick. Nope, put a key to that door. Oh, there is a shovel. Secondary weapon. 10% of the damage you deal is returned to you as vitality, healing you. Neat. Oh, I got a sword from there too, huh? 100-point armor piercing. Ard Igni, chance to cause burning. Wow, that's really good. That is a lot of armor piercing. 20 to 24 bludgeoning damage. Yep. Did I loot this guy while we were up here? Or no? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, time to get out of here. Make a pit stop, repair a weapon, and then go see Olgierd at Alchemy. And Olgierd's dude at the inn. Hey, Kobe, thank you very much for the 14 months of Prime. There's a lot of great people you can send that to every month. Thanks for dropping it off here again. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Thanks everybody for out today, by the way. Got a few new followers. If you're new, drop it in the Witcher section on Twitch. Welcome. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here 5 or 6 days a week usually. I do single-player story-driven stuff like this, as well as turn-based strategy games. Play a lot of card games, the primary thing that I do, but I usually have at least one game like this that we're playing through. Planning to finish the DLC and get my Grandmaster Cat armor before we wrap this one up. I'm playing some other titles like God of War and Bloodborne as other things I have on my docket at some point soon, hopefully. Usually I do the story-driven stuff like this in the afternoons. I play card games in the mornings. I have a skill point to drop into, don't I? I do. We're almost at the point where we can grab one of these, right? Almost 3 more. Hey, Hayes, how are you finding this game? Hope all is well and yours are keeping. It's been a lot of fun. I've liked it a lot. We're probably close to 50 hours into it at this point. With today's session. You've completed the entirety of the main storyline, and there's 2 DLCs. So pretty good story and playthrough to them. So we're working on those now. I think we're getting close to the end of the first DLC. And thanks for the 2/3 of a year. I'm sure most gamers have heard good things about Witcher at one point or another, and they're well deserved, is all I will say. If it's something that you personally don't have the time to play through, I've got a playlist of my playthrough up there if you want to experience the game through me. The storytelling in the game is probably some of the best in any game I've ever touched. Blacksmith is up north of us. Let's stop there and fix our sword before we plow on.
Taking a peek at my wares yet?
It really is a masterpiece, yeah. No. What's that? Is there not a blacksmith here? Oh, I guess that's just that. Usually those are near blacksmiths.
What can I get you?
These are just merchants. That's annoying. I guess we'll have to make a pit stop after we talk to Olgierd's guy. Oh, over here.
Best wares this side of the pond. That Nilfgaardian emperor can kiss.
There we go.
Greetings.
Sure doesn't look like you're short on work.
So, this. A Redanian army order. But there's no pleasure in it. One after the other. Same thing time and again. No finesse required.
Looking to perfect your craft?
Of course. Crafting's like ploughing a maid. Fall into a rut and... Well, sure, you'll get the job done, but there'll be no hoops, no hollers, no standard ovation. So, got any special requests for me? Help me
That's quite the comparison.
Armor, aren't we?
Aye. What else would it be?
Show me what you have in stock.
It ain't cheap keeping our stuff well kept, chap. Hold on to these for now. They're kind of sweet, unique items.
So long.
Redania. I'll drink all I had.
Two points, and be quick about it.
Oh, please, good sir, a bit of courtesy.
So I look up, and Bob's your uncle. He downs half the barrel in one draught.
Geralt! Over here! Oi, wait your looks. Use the look of a man who knows how to drink.
Thanks. Some other time.
Hey now, don't make me beg. My treat.
Well then. He's impatient, chat. Doesn't want to wait for us to get past the drunkard ourselves.
Show off.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be? Time's a marvelous plaything.
And a great spice to use in gingerbread.
So, you were listening. Indeed, occasionally I find time manipulation irresistible. Controlling it offers so many appetizing opportunities. Like spiking the soup of unsavory individuals with appropriately ghastly things.
You actually control time, or is this just some conjurer's trick?
What difference does it make?
A big one.
Let us say time has always fascinated me. So I taught myself how best to use it.
Why time, of all things?
Geralt, there are 4 dimensions. Length, width, height, and time. What would you have me fall in love with? Width? Come now.
Who are you, really?
Gauntero Dim, also known...
Not what I'm asking.
Ah, so you'd rather know what it is I do. In brief, I give folk what they ask for. You might say, I simply grant their wishes.
And drop them in a world of hurt.
No, not I. That would be their poorly formulated wishes. I'm no cheat. I give folk what they want, nothing more. That the oft desire unworthy things, that is entirely the fault of their rotten natures.
You're not human, that's clear. So what are you? A demon? A djinn?
Do you really wish to know?
Yes.
No, Geralt. You don't. This one time I shall spare you and not grant your wish. All who have learned my true name are now either dead or have met an even worse fate. Yet I still need you.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I wanted to congratulate you. You acquitted yourself splendidly with Olgierd. In fact, you've almost satisfied your debt.
Was supposed to fulfill his 3 wishes. Did just that. This is where you remove the brand, because we're even.
Nearly. To fulfill the terms of the contract to the letter, you must do one more thing. Draw Olgierd to the Temple of Lilvani.
We never discussed that.
Oh, but we did. As a man of the world, you should know that every contract contains a catch or two. Small print, which, nevertheless, changes the ultimate meaning of the pact.
That's
this
cute,
applies
Pebble.
to oral contracts as well. Recall that I said, and I quote, I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we 3 shall meet and thank one another for the voyage we shared. End quote.
Yeah, I remember.
Fulfill your end of the bargain, and I will remove the brand.
That's why we have extra scars, chat. We've been branded.
That was the last time you interrupted me while I was talking to someone.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my soup? Was waiting. Had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
I'm a witcher. Superhuman quickness. Just one of my many qualities.
You tossed this fly in my soup?
No. Now listen carefully. Tell your Ataman to come to the Temple of Lilvani. It's south of here. Entrance is inside a cave.
What's the commotion?
Lilvani's temple, got it?
Aye, got it. Hold there! Your friend, the medic, she were here. Ask that you look in on her.
Thanks.
My ballad stands on 3 pillars. Good food.
Optional, talk to Shani at her home. Well,
maybe he fainted.
We'll go see her. It's close by. She was nice to us, chat. We had a wonderful time at the wedding. The drunk soldier vomiting in the bushes. The texture of the towns in this game is really well done.
Stay out of my way.
Listen, the splinters were worth it, Navier.
Shani?
Oh, Geralt. Good thing you're here.
What happened? Somebody break in?
This? No. Just getting ready to move.
What? When? Where to?
Not what I wanted to talk to you about. Or at least not only, but...
I'm leaving, Geralt. The Eastern Front beckons. I'm Kedwin bound.
Never mentioned you'd be moving. Any intention to either.
I didn't know I would be. Found out this morning. 2 soldiers came to my door, said Redania needs me again.
Couldn't turn him down? Just say no?
Perhaps I could have. But I didn't want to. Treating the ill and wounded, it's my calling. No place I'm needed more than at the front.
I understand. Any chance we'll see each other again?
Someday, I'm sure.
So, learn anything about Olgierd?
Well, I abandoned the books quickly. Decided that if I was going to learn the truth, I'd need to find someone who knows him.
Find anyone?
Turned out I didn't need to look far. A colleague at the Academy, an assistant to Professor Permathine Shakeslog, claims Olgierd von Everec met with the professor multiple times. Apparently, Olgierd asked the professor to do some research. Professor got so worked up doing it, he went daffy. Started jealously guarding his notes. Wouldn't even let his assistant look at them.
The professor. Where'll I find him?
Here in Oxenfurt. Cloistered inside his house on Academy grounds. Mage hunters guard his door.
Mage hunters at the door. He under house arrest?
I can't say, really. Some of the faculty think him a traitor. Say he sold out to the hunters for a hefty pouch of gold. The assistant, on the other hand, insists the professor wants him there to protect him. I don't know what from.
What's your guess?
He's certainly useful to them. A specialist in black magic and the occult? Must be a trove of knowledge.
If he's really gone off his nutter, I wouldn't be surprised to see them using him.
Need to talk to this professor.
We'll go together. Redanian guards all over the Academy. Doubt you'll get in alone.
Guards have never stopped me. You know that.
Wound these, and I'll have to patch them up. Besides, we might run into a friend. Get inside free and easy.
So how are things at the Academy these days?
You mean since Radovid shut it down?
I mean, is it well guarded?
Might be all it is. Many of the faculty fled to the far north. The braver ones stayed, but assumed the guises of tailors and laundresses. Why?
Just curious. Scholars seem to have adopted mage tactics. They in the same bind? So the Eastern Front, and then?
Depends where they send me.
Wherever it is, take care of yourself.
Always do. So don't worry.
She's a big girl, chat. She's gonna be okay.
Halt! By order of King Radovid, no one's allowed inside the academy.
Not even lecturers?
No one means no one.
See, you've become quite the stickler, Norbert. You were much kinder when I was patching you up. By the way, how's your knee?
Fine. Dandy. As if no arrow ever struck it.
Consider yourself a lucky man.
Took an arrow to the knee, chat, but he came back.
You'd be a cripple to the end of your days.
Bruno, eh? Maybe we ought to let her in. She's a decent lass. Not like to steal nothing.
All right. But alone, which will draw too much attention. I'd rather not get shite from the captain on his account.
Here's what we'll do. I'll go in, then help you sneak in around the back.
How?
Don't know, but I'll figure something out. Usually aren't nearly as many guards on the riverside.
I like how we're just like nonchalantly talking about this plan in front of the two guards.
Let me in.
It's like, yep, please let me in the front. I'm gonna sneak around. Whoop. Damn it, Carol.
Geralt! Psst! Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Grab the line!
Where'd you get the rope?
Long story. But we've done well. Professor Shakeslock's house is at the end of this street. Witch hunters guard the door. Doubt I'll be able to sweet-talk them.
Been a huge help already, Shani. Thanks.
It was nothing. Really. You'd have done the same for me. If you wish to see me again before I go, I'll be at home. Packing will take some time yet.
All right. Be seeing you.
Whore liquor. Lick that one. Oh, Oh, Dimeridium shackles. We'll get to break these ones down this time? That's exciting. Last time I sold them instead of breaking them down for parts. I imagine we'll need more Dimeridium to upgrade. They strike me as the type of gentlemen that just take, Cody.
Locked tight. Need another way in. You leave a window open, maybe?
Huh? We're supposed to jump across to this balcony? I'm gonna see before we die. This dude's confirmed a disaster.
Franco? Is that you? Leave the bedpan in the usual spot. And take the platter. I shan't be eating today.
Professor Shakeslock?
Who the blazes? How'd you get in? Get out. I know nothing. Don't wish to know anything. Understand? No, no, no. Out!
Not gonna hurt you.
That demon sent you. I'm sure of it.
No one sent me.
You lie. I may be blind, but I sense unclean powers better than anyone. Why do you think the witch hunters guard me like a treasure?
I'm a witcher.
A mutant? Yeah. Could be.
Why are there guards outside your door? You a prisoner?
Protective custody. That's the phrase. Protective. When I cannot decide my own fate, cannot breathe without their permission.
What do they want from you?
You may not be aware, but I'm one of the foremost experts on the occult. Living experts, that is. My mentor was the outstanding Professor Lionel Van...
And you're cooperating with the witch hunters now?
Cooperating? As if I had a choice. They're ignorant, but not enough to ignore what I know about magic, witches, sorceresses, what have you. Knowledge they use for barbaric ends. But that's beyond my control.
Came here because I need information. Think you might be the only man who has it.
A witcher. Then it follows I needn't fear. I'm hardly a post-conjunction creature.
What did Olgierd von Everec want from you?
I curse the day I first set eyes upon the man. He appeared at my doorstep one day, offering a sack of gold were I only to find out who Gaunter O'Dim is and how to get rid of him. I agreed. Such matters are my speciality. And I needed the coin.
I pored over countless tomes, delved into obscure incidents and analysed folk legends. I went so far as to travel to Nilfgaard, the library there, where at last I hit upon the mysterious entity's trail. There are records of encounters dating back thousands of years, in many cultures, under many names, but always as evil incarnate. In this land we call him Gaunter O'Dim, at times Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass. In deciphering the ancient scrawlings, I went blind, yet I learned a great deal. For example, that he plays with his victims, and thrives on pacts above all else. Seemingly
The ceiling doesn't seem like it's in a good position, chat.
Drive their parties to madness.
What's with the surroundings? These runes, what do they mean?
They protect me. Here, evil cannot touch me.
How do you know?
Told me himself. Paid me a visit once. Fascinating meeting that was. I was blind already, but saw him clearly. He smiled at me. Said he was honoured I'd taken such an interest in him. He wished to thank me, and explained he'd taken a similar interest in me. He drew the circle and said I'd be safe within it. His way of repaying me, you see.
Ever tried to leave it?
If you'd heard how he said it, you'd be as certain as I am what leaving would bring.
Sergey and Quaz, thanks for the follows. Welcome to the channel.
Know anything else about the man?
Gaunter O'Dim is no man. He is evil. Evil which assumes various forms. Forget about him, or die.
You're alive.
Alive? Yet I live in constant fear, born of what I've learned about him.
Olgierd signed one of these pacts with him?
Brilliant deduction. But have you guessed why? You must know that he came from a wealthy, influential line. He must have, if the family of his betrothed accepted him. Yet did you know his fortune soured? He himself became an outcast, impoverished. Iris's family, a powerful house, could not accept this, would not marry their daughter to a nobody. Olgierd wished to elope. The further away, the better. Yet Iris refused to cut her family ties.
Quite the predicament.
Indeed. Their luck turned yet darker when a wandering witch mentioned a solution. A man who would grant any wish. His name, Master Mirror. The rest follows naturally. Olgierd and O'Dim, a meeting at a crossroads, a wish, a pact signed in blood, and a price to be paid. Olgierd was to sacrifice one he loved. O'Dim delights in difficult choices. He knew Olgierd loved two in this world, his betrothed and his brother, Vladimir. Olgierd chose, and soon thereafter married his beloved Iris, his fortune restored.
Dark. Polar Scribe, thank you for the over 3 years of support. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Good afternoon.
Why was Olgierd out to get rid of O'Dim? He'd gotten what he wanted.
Had he? His heart had turned cold as ice. His feelings for his wife, for whom he'd sacrificed his brother, had withered. He'd lost all he loved. Had he wanted any of this? No. O'Dim grants what you wish, not what you want.
Grants what you wish, not what you want.
Die by it.
All? No way to get rid of him?
Kill him, you mean? Kill evil? No. Yet the annals tell of a man who dissolved his pact by defeating O'Dim at his own game.
Meaning?
O'Dim wields contracts, word traps, duels of wits. Challenge him to such a duel. He'll agree, and can be beaten. But remember, there is only ever one stake. The sole thing he truly desires. Human souls.
O'Dim left a mark on my face. Any way to get it off?
A mark? No mention in the tomes. Strange. Unless it will disappear once your pact is fulfilled.
If I challenge him, end the pact that way, will it go away?
That I do not know. The one man who succeeded bore no mark.
Thanks. Helped me a lot.
Good. Very good. Ah, to feel useful after so many years locked up, living in fear. Why, it's pleasance itself.
Well, that was like something out of a Scooby-Doo cartoon. Well, now I don't feel bad about taking stuff, because he's dead. Alright, this feels like a pretty good spot to end for the afternoon. It's a little after 2 o'clock. I want to get some lunch and hang out with the wife and the kids for the day. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and welcome to the new follows. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the feel of the playthrough and you want to watch me play more Witcher, the entirety of my playthrough start to finish is up on my youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. There is a playlist up there with everything on it. I'll be adding today's segment there momentarily. Like I said, playing to finish this DLC, Blood and Wine, as well as get our Grandmaster Cat armor done, I think, before we finish this one. I'm taking tomorrow off in its entirety. I'll be back on Monday morning with some more Runeterra in the morning, and then likely some more Witcher 3 in the afternoon. Have a good one, folks. Thanks everybody for dropping in today.